guys, good morning. So it is about 4 actually, and Adrian's working, but me and his younger brother and his girlfriend are actually all going to go back to my house, which I don't even think that they've ever been to my house. And they both met my mom, but briefly. I think when I was in the hospital they briefly met. But yeah, it was like super quick. So I'm just so excited because I get to see Rosie one more time this week than I was supposed to. And then after that, Adrian is going to meet us, and we're gonna go to Queens and have dinner there, which for me is just, I'm gonna have like a virgin strawberry daiquiri or something like that. My body's all regulated now. After skipping the Uceris dose, one of the steroids, everything is regulated back to where it should be. The only issue is that, and I'm just going to be really outward and honest, as a complete side note, but kind of not a complete side note, I was watching some videos of people who have inflammatory bowel disease and have YouTube channels and stuff like that, and I have been trying to not talk about any of my really like detailed colitis problems, but then when I was watching these videos I realized that like it's gross and it's like not a nice thing to share, but at the same time I'm continuing like the stigma against like GI disorders and stuff that messes up your GI tract and causes some really unpleasant, kind of disgusting problems. So, but I figured, what am I doing? Like, I'm personally like continuing the stigma, and I shouldn't. And so I know that a lot of you probably don't want to hear about some of this IBD stuff, but I need to be realistic and I need to be honest. I am going to be detailed. I don't want to hold back. I don't want to be continuing the stigma. I want to be honest. I want you guys to know exactly what I'm going through. I want to leave like a positive impact on people's views on inflammatory bowel disease, basically. So basically, when I first started having this flare, I went from having kind of like, I'm going to go really quickly with this, I'm sorry guys. So basically I had 3 times within like a 24-hour period where I was in the bathroom like with a heating pad, like shaking and crying and like needing to go to the hospital but not being able to get up to go. And so I kind of slowed down on eating, and then I started having, like with that, it was like all like the normal like stool in my colon. I guess had gotten flushed out, and that's why I was in a lot of pain. And then it continued, and it kept flushing and flushing and flushing. So it went from, like kind of normal, but my body getting rid of everything, to just plain water. And it has been doing that basically since the flare started up until about a week ago. And so thankfully, now being on both of the steroids, it's slowed down a lot. And I am having, for the first time in like 2 months, like actual like formed stools again, which is awesome. But I'm still in a ton of pain, and I keep having these things where it's like I feel like, because a big thing with colitis is urgency, feeling urgency. So I feel like I need to go to the bathroom really bad, and I'll run to the bathroom, and then like nothing will happen. And that's a super common thing to happen with inflammatory bowel disease, where my intestine is just kind of freaking out. There's literally nothing in my intestines to get rid of. So I kind of been dealing with that urgency problem. But yeah, it's kind of formed everything now, but the pain is too bad still to keep eating. I tried some pumpkin stuff last night, and it was supposed to be actually good for colitis, and it hurt. So that's the big issue right now. I've decided to go back on continuous IV fluids. So, like, we'll see how everything kind of goes. I figured, it's not the worst thing in the world to be on IV fluids all the time. If anything, it's going to help me. And I'm still struggling a lot with dehydration, and I want to prevent some of these like really bad problems and side effects from happening, just because I don't want to be hooked up to an IV all the time. Now, as a very funny story, I got a text from Adrian today saying, "Are you okay? You fell this morning." And I was like, what? My IV pump apparently at like 4 o'clock in the morning went off. So I fell, apparently went to go grab it and fell out of bed. And I'm assuming I fell in my IV pole. He said that he thought I either broke something or broke something through the wall. And thankfully I have a huge bruise right here, but I didn't break anything, and I don't think the wall is broken. So I have no recollection of that, literally zero recollection, but oops. Anyway, so we're gonna head out and I get to see Rosie and you get to meet her. I'm so excited.
Oh, she's purring. She's actually pretty friendly. Wait, look at her face.
Aww.
That is so cute. I don't know why she thinks she's getting something out of this. She's not. Maybe salt. I don't know.
But look at her paws.
Yeah, she's like grabbing.
She gets quite aggressive at times with wanting. Eventually it'll stop, I'm sure. If she does this to me as an adult, we're in trouble. Only me. Yeah, I wasn't the same. Get it. Good job, girl.
Come on, Rosie. She's like, where'd it go? Oh. Yeah, if you want to. It tickles, I'm warning you. Rosie, what are you doing?
I don't have
Are you gonna do it to his head? Look, Rosie, right here. Rosie, she's just looking at you. Rosie, what are you doing? No. Yeah, she's loud. Rosie, there's 2 more. Guess not. What are you doing? Finally. Just took an hour and a half. I'm happy she's finally doing it though. Like right before we have to leave. So it's the outfit I wore out to dinner. It's just like a white crop and a big cardigan and high-waisted jeans and boots. So yeah, that is what I wore. So I will update kind of on how the dinner went and how everything is going tomorrow. I feel very, very defeated tonight. But I'll update you guys tomorrow. Just gonna be chilling. So, see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the videos of Rosie.